Okay, so till now we're discussing about what is the hydraulic circuit, the use of hydraulic circuit. Okay, so our next topic is the pneumatic circuit. So just like hydraulic circuit, pneumatic circuit will works with the same way with the different component. Okay, component वगैरे जर बघितलं तर pneumatic circuit मध्ये the component are somewhat different than the hydraulic circuit. Okay, the function is same, just the pneumatic circuit is work with the less loading capacity. Okay, so hydraulic system is used for high load carrying capacity. The pneumatic system is used for low load carrying capacity. Okay, so all these circuits are essential to avoid the complicated drawing. Okay, so with the help of simple circuit, we can understand the total working of a particular application or particular machine. Okay, so your pneumatic circuit is the graphical representation of all the pneumatic component which operate some equipment. Okay, so we can say that it is a symbolical or a graphical representation of any machine which operate on the pneumatic, that is compressed air. Okay, so similar to or as we compare the hydraulic circuit with the pneumatic circuit does not require any return line. Okay, so as you can see in the figure, either first or second, if the same system is connected with the hydraulic system, then we have to install separate return line, which again recirculate the used oil to the tank. Okay, but in this case, as your air is freely available, okay, so we can compress it whenever we want. So once the system complete its working stroke or complete the application, the return air will not store again. So it will be remove or expand to the atmosphere. Okay, so similar to power pack unit, which is installed in the hydraulic circuit. So in hydraulic circuit, power pack unit consists of your tank, then pump, filter, motor, then pressure relief valve. Okay, all those components are considered as the power pack unit in terms of or in case of hydraulic circuit. Okay, so but if you consider the pneumatic circuit, the power pack unit consists of your compressor unit, then different moisture separator and FRL unit. Okay, so those three component which is placed at this portion. Okay, so first one is your compressor. Okay, so in which the atmospheric air is sucked, compressed, and stored in the reservoir tank. Either in some cases reservoir is connected with the or storage tank is connected with the compressor, or in some cases the compressor is far away from the reservoir, that is storage tank is located at the near to your machine, from where we can supply same compressed air to the number of system. Okay, but in some case the compressor and storage tank is placed in one station. So according to application or necessity, your compressor and storage tanks device location can be adjusted. Second one is your moisture separator. Okay, then FRL unit. So FRL unit consists of F for filter, R for regulator, and L for lubricator. So all these components are connected together, will form the combined FRL unit. Okay, so first circuit is the basic circuit to actuate the single acting cylinder by using pneumatic. Okay, as you can see that the circuit has a two stroke. So first one is the normal stroke, the second is the actuation stroke of 3/2 dcv. As I said earlier, the single acting cylinder is used with the 3/2 DCV. So we can't use 4/2 DCV with the help of a single acting cylinder. Okay, so whenever you used a single acting cylinder, there is compulsory use 3/2 direction control. So here, first one is the compressor. So in which the atmospheric air is sucked and compressed and stored inside the reservoir or storage tank. So in storage tank again, as we suck the atmospheric air from the atmosphere, and once it is compressed, temperature of the air is goes on increasing. So it is necessary to store the air in tank in some limited time so that the temperature of the compressed air will comes to the normal atmospheric level. Okay, so it is stored in the tank because of to lower the temperature. Second one, as we suck the compressed air, as we suck the atmospheric air, along with the air, there are lots of moisture particle according to surrounding condition. So when we use the compressor in summer season or winter season, the humidity in the air is much more higher than the summer season as compared to winter or rainy season. Okay, so along with the air, some moisture particle which is already present inside the air is also sucked by the compressor and compress in the compressor. So when we store this compressed air inside the tank, the particle of moisture is condensed inside the tank. Okay, so water moisture or water particle are condensed inside the tank so that this water particle can be removed from the tank by the tap which is present at the end of the storage tank, so that the air which is supplied to the system is free from any moisture. So because of moisture, it is there are more chances to damage the part of the system because of water or water molecule. Okay, so after the compressor, the air is again sent to the moisture separator. Okay, so moisture separator is the device which absorb the moisture content from the compressed air so that the air which is entered to the FRI unit is free from the moisture. So complete dry air is supplied to the FRI unit. Okay, FRI unit ला total dry air ही supply झालेली असेल. Again, the function of FRI unit, as I said earlier, F for filter, R for regulator, L for lubricator. So once the dry air is enter inside the FRL unit, the first element is the filter. The air is filtered totally or partially according to the filter which is installed. Okay, so that the foreign particle or dirt particle can be removed from the air and totally clean air will pass to the further. Okay, so function of filter is to filter the air. Okay, next one is the regulator. Regulator is to regulate the amount of air required to the system. So we can adjust the pressure requirement for the system by using a regulator. So fixed amount of air we can supply to the system. Next is the lubricator. So lubricator is a device which add some lubricating oil inside your dry air. So as I said earlier, separator will create your air totally dry. Okay, and there are more number of moving or sliding element are mounted on your machine or circuit. So if you consider the particular circuit, this one, So here the 3x2 direction control wall and the single acting actuator is placed. So those are the sliding part. Okay, there is relative motion between intermediate part. So for the smooth functioning of any component, the lubrication is must. So to provide lubrication, the lubricator is provided. Okay, so that the dry air is lubricated somewhat and the lubricating oil which flash inside your compressed air is supplied to the system for the proper or smooth functioning of your system. Okay, so here it is the circuit. First part is the compressor, second one is the moisture separator. Symbolically it is represented by this symbol. Then FRI unit, then FRI unit is connected to the 3x2 direction control, which is spring return push button operated 3x2 direction control. Spring return push button operated 3x2 direction control wall. So actuator port is connected to the cylinder. Here is single acting cylinder is placed. So when we in normal operating condition, so in this figure, the compressed air will compress the air, moisture separator removes the moisture, FRI unit filter, regulate and lubricate the air, and this air is supplied to the this P point or P port to A port. So that means from the DCV towards the actuator. So once the pressure of the system or pressure of the compressed air is higher than the spring stiffness. Okay, once the pressure become higher than the stiffness of the spring, it will start pushing this piston towards the forward stroke by compressing the spring. Okay, so this is forward stroke. Once we press the push button of 3x2 direction control, so here is the second stroke. Once we press the push button of the direction control, then P point is connected to the block end. So here it is block end, and A point is connected to R, that is reservoir. Okay, so as there is no pressure line or no compressed air supply to the system right now, so because of this, and your return line is connected to the R to the muffler, from which the air transfer to the atmosphere. So there is pressure difference again created. So here the pressure of the air is dropped and the stiffness of the spring become greater than the compressed air pressure, so that your compressed spring will expand by pushing this piston towards the retraction stroke. So at the time of retraction, the compressed air which is present at the piston end will start flowing towards the muffler. So as I said, muffler or silencer. Okay, muffler or silencer is the part which removes the system air to the atmosphere by minimizing the noise. Okay, so muffler is a device or silencer is a device which minimize the noise and supply the system air to the atmosphere. Okay, so this is the actuation of single acting cylinder in pneumatic circuit. Second is again double acting cylinder, actuation of double acting cylinder. Okay, so again, so the power pack unit is same compressor, moisture separator, then FRL unit. Here we have to actuate or we have to control the double acting cylinder. So that's why we use the 4x2 direction control. So it is again push button operated spring return 4x2 direction control. Okay. So in normal actuation position, first is compressor, then moisture separator, FRL unit. And from the FRL unit, your pressure point is connected to A, it is actuator, then rod end, sorry, cylinder end of the actuator. The return line is connected to the B and R again to the muffler. So it is the symbol of muffler. Okay, so in normal actuation position, the compressed air will flow from point P to A by forcing the actuator towards the right side or expansion stroke. At the same time, the air which is present at the rod end, rod end la ji काही air असेल, so this rod end is connected to the B to R, then muffler. So from muffler, the air is connected to the directly atmosphere. Okay, so when we change the supply of air by using 4x2 direction control, so in second diagram, we can connect this P point towards the B point. Okay, so that your compressed air will start flowing towards the rod end and will lower the piston or retract the actuator. Again, by connecting this compressed air to the muffler, that is towards the atmosphere. Okay, so this is how your double acting cylinder is actuated by using pneumatic circuit. Okay. Again, next circuit is use of or to actuate unidirection air motor. There is difference between unidirection hydraulic motor and air motor. So same circuit we discuss in hydraulic system. So just there is change in motor and power pack unit. ओके, इथे मोटरचा जर सिम्बॉल बघितला असेल तर तो ब्लँक आहे. ब्लँक म्हणजे इथे कॉम्प्रेस्ड एअर असेल. ओके, हायड्रोलिक असेल तर तो फील्ड झालेला असेल टोटल. ओके, सो इन दिस केस डायरेक्शन दुसऱ्या फ्लुइडचा सप्लाय करता येणार नाही, म्हणून तिथे 3x2 डायरेक्शन कंट्रोल यूज केलेला आहे. ओके, सो फ्रॉम P to A, the air start revolving or rotating unidirection air motor. Okay, in clockwise direction. So once we change the supply by using 3x2 direction control, your B port is connected to R and R towards the muffler, so that supply. Okay, when we cut the supply, but due to inertia, the motor start rotating by decreasing the RPM. From B to the at muffler. Okay, so again, similar to your unidirection air motor or similar to double acting cylinder, here is actuation of bidirection air motor. So bidirection, it means it will rotate at the clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction. So in normal operating condition or actuation position, P is connected to A, so that your motor will start in clockwise direction revolving. Okay, and the return air is passed from B to R and towards the muffler. Okay, so it is the clockwise rotation of your bidirection changes. The P point is connected to return line so that your motor then revolve anti-clockwise direction, and the return here is connected to A point to the R so that it will again pass through the atmosphere by using muffler. Okay. So next is impulse circuit. So same circuit we discuss in the hydraulic case, impulsive circuit. So by using some impulsive force or some additional force, we use the actuation method. Okay, so that we can say that the wind pressure energy of compressed air is used for controlling the direction control valve. Okay, the pilot operation is obtained by the impulse of air energy. Okay, आपण एक impulsive force त्यावरती ऍड करतो. Okay, so the primary circuit is your compressor, then moisture separator, FRI unit, this 3x2 direction control valve, and this actuator. Here extra 3x2 valve is the impulse. Okay, is the impulse circuit. So impulse is basically the DCV operated by. Okay, we operate the push button operated 3x2 direction control valve to A. It will send the impulsive force to the impulse operated or pilot operated 3x2 direction control valve. Here from this point there is so at the same time your compressor will pass from this point and it will force the direction control towards the left or right side according to pressure, so that your P, this impulse P point is connected to A, and then only your actuator will start towards the operation condition or operating condition. Okay, so when the P is point push button, this push button operator 3x2 is connected, then only your system is in working condition. So when we again press this push button, press this, the impulse pressure will drop and this pilot spring is actuated and it will again cut the supply of this impulse valve, so that due to pressure difference the spring will expand, piston start moving towards the backward direction again. Okay, so this is the impulse circuit. Okay, okay, ठीक है.